Hello and welcome to the last TBR of 2024. In December, I am making life very easy for myself because it's not going well. I'm only putting 3 books actually on my TBR. There's like a million things I need to read, but I'm only going to put 3 in this video. So it's probably going to be the shortest TBR ever, but we'll see. I only have the 2 reading challenge books that I'm doing, so Buzzword and Magical Readathon, The Year in Eldia, and then a random book, because why not? For Buzzword, the prompt is to read a book with a holiday themed word. So I decided I'm going to be rereading A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. I have read this, obviously. I read this in school when I was maybe 13, 14, but I really enjoyed it from what I remember. I also really loved the movie adaptation, and this feels very Christmassy and I want to read a Christmassy themed book. I'm excited to reread this because I don't exactly remember my feelings from when I was in school. I just remember having a really good time in class. I used to love school because I was that person, and I used to love English because of books, and obviously I still love books. And so I remember enjoying my time reading this. I am intrigued to see what my opinion now would be. Do I like it as much? Do I hate it? Is it boring? I don't know. Hopefully it's good and I like it, otherwise I'm gonna be a bit sad. But that is the first book on my TBR, a very Christmassy book. And the prompt that I am doing for Magical Readathon is to read a book with a weapon on the cover. And I have a multitude of options because a lot of fantasy books have weapons on the cover. But I don't want to start any new series because I'm in the middle of a million and I don't want to stress myself out more. I am starting another series, but it's not a fantasy series. Maybe I should have picked a standalone, but I'm picking this because I want to read this. I am picking Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mehrer, I hope. This has been very hyped. I think the second book has come out or is coming out. I want to read this because everyone is loving this from what I've seen. And in this we follow a woman who ends up working for a villain, and she's obviously in love with him because he's hot. But at the same time there is somebody trying to not destroy, but take down the villain or sabotage the villain, and our main character is trying to find out who that is. And I'm very excited to read it. I don't know why it's a series, but I'm very intrigued to find out. The weapons are here, if you can see, hopefully. All over the book, really. They're on the sides as well. So this perfectly fits the prompt, is what I'm saying. Hopefully this is fast. It has tiny writing, but it's not the longest book ever, so yay! And the last book I'm putting on my TBR, which could lead to more books being read in December, depending on my mood, depending on life, whatever. It is unfortunately huge, but it is A Court of Mist and Fury, which I hope is the second book. I think it's the second book of A Court of Thorns and Roses, which are the most colorful books ever. I read A Court of Thorns and Roses for the first time this year. I did enjoy it. I felt like I enjoyed it less than I should have because I've seen spoilers. That's my own fault. And I want to continue on with the series. I want to catch up to everyone else because I'm very behind. And if you're new to books and stuff, A Court of Thorns and Roses is about a woman who kills a wolf who's actually fae, and so she ends up having to be kind of a prisoner to the fae, kind of Beauty and the Beast vibes. That is the shortest way I can explain that book. I don't know what the rest of the series is. I just know that there's something in this book that is gonna make me hate a character, I think. I am very excited to continue. I have put it off for years and months. I read ACOTAR a few months ago and we're still here, so I want to get to this. I want to read at least this before the end of the year. If I get to the rest of the books, that would be amazing, but I highly doubt, knowing myself. I would love that to happen. I would love for me to randomly get a burst of intense energy to read everything, because I do get that energy, but do I actually follow through with it? No. I just want to read everything and then I just end up not reading anything because I get so overwhelmed. I hope that makes sense. Hopefully I end up reading this. It is very long. 600 and something pages. Yay. But those are the 3 books that I've picked for December. I don't want to stress myself out, so I have a very short book, a medium-sized book, and a massive book. These 2 are mostly to balance out the massiveness of this one. It is so bright, good lord. But yeah, hopefully it is the best reading month because all of these are exciting for me. Obviously I've read this one, but still. Hopefully I have a good time. I would love to end the year on a good note. Please. But that is everything for today, and I'll see you in my next word video. Bye!